How was it?
Wasn't that easy.
Was it a bit tough?
Yeah.
Shame.
But I'm sick though, so in a way I'm proud of myself.
Okay. That's good. We made it. Apparently we did 9.5 kilometers. So I'll see.
12,000 something steps.
Yeah,
Was
12,
not
12 and a
thinking it
half
would be that
thousand.
long.
Yeah. We thought we were doing just a short, quick route.
I hit like 3 brick walls,
Shame.
but I made it back.
Yeah. No.
Good.
We're gonna have a nice, relaxing evening. Have some red wine.
Hey everyone.
Hello, we're back.
It's us again. So we got back at about, what is the time today?
4:30.
We didn't rush getting back home. We actually stopped over. We took the scenic coastal route from basically PE to East London. So we stopped over in Port Alfred and visited one of our close friends. His name's Francois. We said hello to him and his family. And then we got home and there was a big storm here.
The Monday night.
So we are going to just end off the vlog with this little bit of a, what is it?
A recap?
Confession session. But yeah, a recap of our stay for Shami's 30th birthday at Kleinrivier Mountain Escapes. I have my iPad over here. Shami, do you want to add anything?
Not really. I mean, it was a nice trip. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's a nice place, like in general.
Let's start with the trip there. I feel like because we're so close, I mean, a drive from East London to PE is 3 hours and you don't actually go into PE. You take a turn off by Uitenhage. So the drive wasn't...
No, the drive was nice. It was quick enough.
Yeah.
Luckily, we didn't have the roads weren't busy. So that made a big difference.
Surprising for a long weekend.
Yeah.
I think that says a lot about where people are at the moment.
It's hard to travel.
Yeah. And we took the Grahamstown route, so the inland route. But I think locals kind of use Grahamstown coastal route. But yeah, when we went there. And that's also, you know, you get to see the Eastern Cape in that route. And I feel like if you go the inland route, there's lots of space to overtake where you're kind of restricted on the coastal route.
Yes, no, definitely.
But the coastal route is scenic.
In its own way. I mean, the inland route also has scenic spots and places.
Yeah. But there's not many opportunities to stop.
No.
I mean, you can stop in King Williamstown. I mean, there's not many great places to stop. There's the one garage, but they're doing maintenance there. And then you have to actually go into Grahamstown.
Yeah.
So we only really like to stop at Nanaga.
But I mean, it's a straight shot from there. It's less than 200 kilometers and you're back in East London. It's quick.
Yeah. But then on the coastal route, you have Nanaga, then you have another farm stall to stop by with, we drove past there and it was really busy. And we said that we would like to stop there and support them. And then there's obviously Bicha Farm Store and Port Alfred. So
all those little coastal towns that you go by, you can stop and have a look.
yeah.
It's nice.
If you're going to stay at Kleinrivier, you need to do shopping in Uitenhage or Kariga beforehand. So because that they're all their accommodation choices are self-catering.
Yeah, and you're quite far out of town, where you can't just quickly run in and go buy something. Yeah, so you need to just do your planning, make sure you've got everything you need, and cooking. You also just need to plan that you've only got a 2-plate gas stove.
Well, we're talking about Dassie Krans.
But it's most likely you'll only have gas because the whole thing's off the grid.
Everything's off the grid, but the other bigger places to stay have bigger gas stoves.
Bigger gas stoves, but you don't have an oven.
Yeah.
And you can braai, obviously. So, yeah, as long as you can plan around that and make sure you can do whatever you want to do with that, then
They have
you should
fridges.
be fine. Yeah, there's
Fridges and freezers.
Fridges. It's not big, so be careful to pack too much if you don't have your own car fridge or something.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, I would say you'd be able to get, if you plan correctly, you'd be able to get about a week's stuff there. If you like plan it perfectly.
There's no oven, there's no microwave. There's a kettle for the gas stoves, and then you can do whatever you can on the braais outside. You can buy wood from them, but everything else, your drinks, your food, everything needs to be planned. Okay. So I just wanted to read off of their website. And they say Kleinrivier is situated in the picturesque Eastern Cape, and it shares 2 borders with the Groendal Wilderness area.
Yeah, I think for what they give and what their market strategy is, like the people they're targeting, they're on point.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a nature lover and you're the type of person that's gonna love to go out on walks and that, you're gonna love it. Like, they've got lots of walks, they've got different categories of like difficulty,
which is rated on the website under activities and trails.
And just like a small tip on the side for that is, like, just make a note beforehand of the different trails. Maybe think of the ones you want to do before you get there, because they do give you a map, but on the map itself it doesn't have all the distances and the difficulties. It just shows you where the route is and the name,
and there's hardly any reception there.
So yeah, that's my point, is there's no reception. You can't just go back onto the website to have a look. So maybe take a screenshot of it so you have it on your phone and you can go back to it and that. But other than that, their routes are nice. It's clean, it's cut nicely, it's well maintained. You can see they've done a little bit of work where there's difficult sections.
Yeah,
it's nice.
The next thing I wanted to say is that, would we call it glamping? I'm not really sure. I wouldn't go as far as saying glamping, but this is my own opinion. I would say comfortable camping. So you have a proper bed, you've got a toilet, you've got a shower, and it's beautiful the way that all their accommodation options are beautiful. So there's 4 options, and I would say the most basic, if basic's even a word to use here, is Dassie Krans, the cabins. There's 4 cabins to choose from, and they're all nestled in a little gorge, completely surrounded by trees, so it offers complete privacy. The bird life, we stayed in Dassie 2, and it was quiet. The bird life was amazing. There's a little stream that goes through, and the one thing that I read about Dassie Krans number 4 is that one has an extra room, so it sleeps more people. And as you come in from the back roads, then you will come upon Pepper Tree Cottage. We saw it from the outside, but we didn't get to go in, but it looks really quaint. it can sleep a bit more. I think if I'm not mistaken, it has 2 or 3 rooms.
It's more for a family.
For a small family. And that's really nice. And then the third one is Black Eagle Tented Camp. And that has like 3 tented units. It can sleep, I think it says 8 to 12. There's a plunge pool. Yeah. And then
it looked very nice. We weren't able to go in there because there was people staying there.
It was a vibe.
But it was a vibe. You could see the family that was there. They were having lots of fun, and they had fires going and all that. So it looked like a lot of fun, especially if you're a group traveling and friends or family. I would say that's a good idea to do that, to go stay there.
The thing about Black Eagle, the tented camp, what stands out to me is that if you open up all the doors, it's like you're in nature. You're in your tents, and you know they've got like a communal area where everyone can gather and all. But you're like immersed under the trees, and it actually says that at night you can hear the owls, which is cool. And then their most recent development, their addition, is the Stone Mountain Lodge. And that's just beautiful. And with this option, this is your halfway point to stay overnight if you do the Two Gorges Trail, which is one of the longest trails. It's 18 kilometers, but you stay overnight in the mountain lodge, and it sleeps a few people. There's one room with a double bed and a separate little bathroom, and then there's different beds in the lodge. Yeah, which is what I really like, is that the prices are seriously affordable for what you get.
It's priced correctly, I would say. It's on the mark.
Definitely.
What you pay for is definitely what you get. They're not overpriced.
The one thing, I mean, I only ever want to say good things about places because I know that there's a lot of hard work that goes into this. And we don't ever want to come across as unsupportive to people, you know, and their work. But on our channel, we also just want to be honest with our opinions. So please remember that it is our opinions based on our one experience for one stay that we were there. So we were there for 3 nights, and like I said, we stayed in Dassie-Krans. But just by exploring the website and our experience, Shami obviously has his own opinions, but from my point of view, I think their pictures are just done so well. On the website, it showcases everything beautifully. Whoever did their photos, wow,
is definitely
is really good at their job.
They're very good. No, it's the website's done, like, it's very good. The pictures are very
beautiful.
Good. So I think that's what Amy's trying to get
to.
What you actually get and what your expectation is doesn't really match up.
Just slightly off.
Just slightly. It's not like we it's a negative thing in the sense that we're saying that the cabins aren't close to what they advertising or anything. It's still nice. It's still clean. Everything was still like maintained well. It's a farm at the end of the day. You need to accept that, and certain things are going to look certain ways. And it's rustic, but
that's a good word.
I think
it's a family's farm, and they're wanting to share that with the public, with people who are like-minded, who want to be in nature and who want to explore and want to relax, you know, outside, away from the city. And that's something that we can really appreciate, because this is what I really love. Which is probably the most important thing to me, is that they state on their website that they have tried to, you know, maintain as much of nature as possible. And you can see that they haven't messed with nature to make something look good. They haven't cut down unnecessary trees. even with the trails, they've preserved trees, and that's just the honor and the thought that's gone into their surroundings. I was like, wow, I could see that, and that's something worth supporting.
No, definitely, yeah.
But like I said, not glamping.
Yeah, they've got a good thing going,
camping.
and we can see that there's a lot of potential. But it's not like they're not using their potential. It's still very nice. It's still like, I would recommend this to anyone.
The views are spectacular.
Oh, it's amazing.
If you're on the ground, if you've hiked up a trail, just anywhere you can, it's just beautiful. It really is beautiful over there. And like I said, I've grown up in the Eastern Cape my entire life, and my mind was blown. But they explained it really nicely somewhere over here.
Well, Amy,
it says, sorry, it says, so basically I'm just reading from the Stone Mountain Lodge, and it says, the Stone Mountain Lodge is situated high in the Groot Winterhoek Mountains. Okay, so the lodge is your overnight stay when hiking the Two Gorges Trail, with a huge boulder forming the backdrop to the main living area. Sorry guys, I'm still getting my voice back. Windows on all sides provide panoramic views of the Strijdomskop, am I saying that correctly? Peak, the Strijdomskop Peak, as the crew fades into the distance. And that is true.
Yeah, there's no lies in there.
Yeah.
Like that's not what we're trying to say. It's like everything that you see is what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
It's just done so well that it builds a very big expectation. Yeah. And it's not that they don't meet that expectation. It's just like, I would say they're like 1% off.
That's a good way to explain it. Yeah, it's a little bit, the pictures can be a little bit deceiving, in all honesty. But it's not like you will be disappointed in any way if you go there. I think what they're about, they're encouraging people to relax in nature, to go out and explore, to not stay in your cabin. But if you stay in your cabin and that's your thing, that's cool. But what I like is that there's so many different options. You can take a walk, you can take a hike. I mean, their shortest walk is 800 meters, and then the longest hike is 18 kilometers. You can do biking trails, there's 4x4 trails. What else? There's a cute little picnic pool area where you can go and take a picnic, and it's a natural pool.
Yeah, it's got like a...
That was amazing.
Splash pool thing, but it's nice. It's very
That must be awesome in summer.
In the summer, that would be nice, yeah.
And you can see that they are maintaining and wanting to develop. So I just have a feeling that this place is going to just keep getting better. We want to go back. We will definitely go back.
Look, it's growing. It's one of those places, they're gonna grow into their potential as they go. And I'm not saying that they're not using, they haven't reached a level of certain potential. It's nice, and I would suggest to people to go there before they get too popular.
That's true, because when you get popular, the prices
are gonna go up. You can see this, and they're gonna up their game. They're already busy upping their game. Just speaking to the owner there,
his name was Brad. He wasn't the manager, so we were kind of guessing that he's
part of the ownership.
Yeah, maybe someone in charge.
So you could see, and clearly from the way that he's speaking, that they're doing things and they're investing, and they're busy expanding and planning. So
And the important thing is when you get there, you get a lovely little booklet. I actually should have it here with me. I kept it, and it goes in depth with the trails, so you can read that, and they give you a map. There's also a map in the cabin, and it strictly says don't go on any walks or any hikes or trails without that map. What I also really liked is that they said that you can kind of create your own trail. You can take a 4x4 route and then take a certain trail, like a certain hike trail. But one thing that I think is important to point out is that you need to strictly have a 4x4 to get up to the Stone Mountain Lodge. I mean, we were just walking down one of the 4x4 trail. Yeah, it was rocky, it was slippery, it wasn't really great to walk down. Going up there on a bike.
On a motorbike, you'll be fine. I wouldn't suggest
Single person.
Yeah, 2 people on a bike. I don't think it. If you're very good, you might make it. But one on a bike, on a adventure bike or something, I'm pretty sure you can get up there, and it will be good fun. If I'm not 100% sure if we haven't really spoken to them about bikes and how they feel about it there.
Yeah.
Because
so we're not really sure.
It's a fine line because people can misuse that and it can become noisy and yeah.
They don't have quad bikes there, so that's maybe also something that they want to be respectful to nature. But it says here that alternative 4x4 access is strictly only permitted with prior arrangement and approval. A steep mountain road leading to the lodge requires a 4x4 with high clearance, low range and diff lock. The road is rated at 4. This means that the driver needs to have previous experience of steep ground driving. So that just gives you a little bit of an idea.
Yeah, it's dangerous. At certain sections you'll have cliff edges and that right on the edge of the road. And it's rocky, it's steep. So if you make the wrong move at the wrong time, you can literally just slide off.
It's when I say there's a drop, there's a drop.
Yeah.
What we saw when we were walking down.
Yeah,
we asked to go and see if we could just see what the lodge was like, and we weren't allowed to go up in our bakkie, but also mainly because it had rained quite heavily the night before. So the roads and the rocks were wet and slippery. So just to end things off, I would personally give Kleinrivier Mountain Escapes for our first stay there. I would give it an 8.5. That would be my range. Shami?
Yeah, I'm very much the same. The very first thing that came to my mind was it's a solid 8 out of 10. I mean, it's very rare that you get to a place and you stay there that everything works out and everything's perfect and everything's fine.
All your needs are met.
Yeah, all your needs are met.
It's comfortable.
It's very rare that happens. And wherever we did have a little thing here or a little thing there, whenever we spoke to the managers or to anyone there, they sorted it out quickly. It was effortless. There wasn't any problems. It was done with a smile. So yeah, no, definitely 8.5. Right, yeah. I'm happy with that.
We're on the same. And a finishing note, they also take recycling very seriously. So there was a little sign up that just said, any glass bottles, any certain plastic bottles, cans, and anything like that, they asked you to keep it aside, which I can appreciate all of those things.
It's all effort.
Yeah, we really enjoyed ourselves. Shami?
I enjoyed myself. It was nice.
For your 30th?
It's definitely also something I mentioned it, to some of my friends, is that it felt like I unplugged just from the world. Which is
what I wanted.
Yeah, so there's no reception, or there is, you do get a message that comes through every now and then, but you do get to switch off, from the world, and you get to just be in nature, you get to rest, you get to just recharge. And
I did take my iPad and it was fully charged, thank goodness. It got us through. We managed our percentage. We didn't want to have to worry about charging things, but I had downloaded some things because load shedding on Netflix. I crocheted, we read, we had some Bible time. We also just
some chats and sat around the fire, enjoyed some wine, so that stuff's important. Turn off the media and the electronic devices.
One last discussion we need to have. Okay, so the hike that we did,
Nisot
the
Trail.
Nisot Trail is, okay, so it says that the distance is 5 kilometers, but according to our, just measuring on our watches, it was about 10 kilometers.
Yeah, it said 9.5.
9.5. So
We didn't. So also the thing is the Nisot Trail. So if you guys ever do look at their maps, the trails don't necessarily go in a loop and come back. Some of them like merge into others, and then you need to come back with another one. So we did go the full Nisot Trail, and then we came back via the 4x4 route all the way back to the. So it could be that we added an extra 2 or so kilometers to our trip or to our route that we walked. Yeah, it's not.
I mean, we also did a lot of back and forth because of filming. Kind of setting your camera up, going back, walking, fetching it. So maybe there was a little bit of extra stuff, but it said that we did about 13,000 steps. So, I mean, that's an adequate workout. We did it in 4 hours, but we didn't want to rush it. We had lunch at the top of the little koppie thingy. It said the difficulty is a 4 to a 5 out of a 5. So I'm like, guys, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I am recovering from, like a chest infection. You can hear my voice is still coming back. What else? I'm completely unfit. Like, when I say no exercise, none. And I survived. I mean, I did hit a couple of walls. Shami bit the brunt of it. There was a stage where I was like, I cannot do this anymore. Because it just seemed like it was never ending. But, if you can push through that, or if you hit a wall and you have a partner who can just kind of help you through that moment and to focus on the positive things, because it is worth it at the end of the day. And it was a lovely afternoon.
Yeah, it was.
Or
the other thing also, we were much further along on the route than what we thought when we looked at the map. So that's why we hit a wall. But when we realized that,
I was coughing like a dog. I was barking.
No, man.
It started raining at a point. So go check it out. Check out their website. They're also on Instagram. And yeah, let us know what you think of our first ever vlog. Filmed all on a very simple iPhone 8. We will grow. We really enjoyed filming it. We will have these memories and these videos forever. But thank you guys so much for watching and for coming along. We will see you guys soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.